Hi, Aquarius. Let's talk about love. I started your reading yesterday. Yesterday was full moon. I'd have thought it was Mercury retrograde. I got interrupted every time. I started 3 different times and got interrupted every time. I finally said, I'm going to wait till tomorrow because I had personal readings to do also. So, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, we want to talk about love for Aquarius. We're going to pull 3 energy cards. 3 energy cards. 1 for singles, 1 for people who are dating, casually dating, or in situationships, and 1 for coupled up Aquariuses. So, and then that way, what's going to happen is you'll be able to know early on if there's a reason for you to stick around or not. That way we don't waste your time. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us for Aquarius, singles, what is their energy? What is the energy of the group that you're going to be speaking to in the Aquarius singles? What is the group you'll be speaking to in the Aquarius group that is dating casually or in situationships? And what is the energy of the coupled up Aquarius group that you'll be talking to? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. So for single Aquariuses, we have truth. So I feel like this is going to be talking to a group of Aquarius singles who are in their truth as a single. You've gotten to a place where you know who you are. You don't question it anymore. You have this fullness within you that you don't need somebody in your life at all. You have that balance with yourself. See, she's on one side of this scale. The other side is empty. We can't see anything over there. Yet the scale's balanced, which means she's found her inner balance for herself or his self. It's not gender specific. So the group of Aquarius singles that I'm going to be speaking to have been doing some inner work. You have come to a place where you don't need a relationship, but you're ready to consider one. You're ready to consider dating again. That's the single group. Those who are dating or in situationships, we got choose wisely. So this tells me that you may have, been allowing yourself to date often or date different people. Perhaps you are in a situationship, and it's saying choose wisely. Where are you going to? This is the green, represents the cups. I am currently pulling from the Psychic Tarot, which is an oracle deck by John Holland. And each card, this is a major arcana, same as Judgment. Each card represents a group of the minor arcanas. So this one's the cups. And so it's about having options and about letting go of fears and that kind of stuff. So that's the group of Aquarius daters that we'll be talking to. And the coupled up Aquariuses, we have destiny. Okay, so you're at a place, whether you are already married, you're living together but not necessarily married, or you're just coupled up in an exclusive dating type relationship. This is you're in a place where you feel like this is right. You feel like this is exactly where you're supposed to be. Possibly you feel some kind of calling within yourself to do something different, possibly within the relationship. We'll see. Well, as this one gets, but right now you feel like this is exactly right. Like you're not questioning your relationship at all. You're solid where you are within that coupled up relationship. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to start with the singles. I'm going to read from an oracle message, then I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards, and then I'm going to do a PS, and then we'll go to the next group. So if somebody wants to timestamp, that would be so greatly appreciated. Or if nobody timestamps, just pull that little red thing across the bottom. There's a little picture that shows up, and you'll see when I'm starting the next one. Okay, so Aquarius singles. We're starting with truth. You're in your truth. You've done a whole lot of inner work. You're at a place where it's self-fulfillment. You're self-fulfilled. You're balanced. You've got it together. And now you're considering dating again. Maybe you're ready to not open your heart, because I feel like your heart's open. If your heart was not open already, you would not be able to have this balanced scale. If your heart was closed, that scale would not be balanced. So I feel like you're open. Not only are you open to dating, but your heart is open to really receiving love. Okay. So God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you for my Aquarius singles. Show us clearly, what is your message for them at this time as it relates to romantic love? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is your message for our Aquarius single friends as it relates to love? I love this. Coming to life. Wow. Look how beautiful. So look at the colors of the sky back there, right? But what I love about it is that look at this balance right here, and look at her balance on one foot on this whatever this is that she's standing on, right? There's a lot of balance in this person, a whole lot of balance in you. So the coming to life card says, something beautiful is being born in your life. That's exciting. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with our own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. That is so amazing and exciting, because this is my group, right? This is the group I'm in too. Okay, so let's see what Spirit is saying about us. So Spirit, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly what is the message from the tarot deck about romantic love for this group of Aquarius singles. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is the message from the tarot about this particular, or for this group of Aquarius singles. So we have Strength, the Hermit, and the Lovers. Okay, girls and guys, if you don't have chills right now, this is 4 major arcana. So this is a pivotal time in our lives, right? In your life. And this is the coming to life card. You know, you've wanted this. It's kind of like you want it, and you're ready for it, but you were never so ready, or you decided you weren't so ready that you were willing to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you took a break and you went home and maybe put yourself on timeout and found your balance. You found your truth about who you are, right? You went home and you did that work, and you took yourself off the market. You haven't even dated in a long time, okay? And so Spirit's coming in and they're saying, we see the strength that you found in yourself, the strength that was always there, the understanding of who you are and what your value is. We see that you've come here and you found this. And so this is how spirit sees you. The next card is the Hermit, which is where they're taking you. So possibly they're taking you, possibly they're bringing you an earth sign, of Virgo, right? This is a Virgo. But I feel like more than that, it is somebody who is, they're bringing you to a place where the person that you're going to be matched with, right? He's going to have, or she's going to have, the qualities of this earth energy, where they're resourceful, they're successful in this outside world. You know, they know how to maneuver things in the physical world, in the physical reality. They're able to and they're independent in their own right too. They don't need you. You don't need them. They don't need you, right? Because they've got things figured out. But with this Hermit, it's also bringing it to a deeper level that they've been on a spiritual journey too. They've gone in and done their work too. So their light is going to shine also, because they went within to find their light, and now it's going to shine. So I feel like this is going to be a union of two people like you never even imagined before. And it kind of was the same thing that this card said, that it's going to be something more beautiful than you ever even imagined it's going to be. I feel like that's what they're bringing you to. This person, again, this is not gender specific. This is going to be either female or male. But they're bringing you somebody who knows their way around. They've got their understanding of things in the world. All of that's figured out. They don't need you, and you don't need them. But they're attracted to your light because they've done the same thing, gone in and found their light. They're attracted to your strength because they've done the same thing, gone in and found their strength. So what is your advice? It's the Lover's card. How is this advice? You have to stop and think about, okay, so let's talk about these lovers. The first thing is they're both in a place where they recognize each other. And because we have done our work and this person coming in has done their work, right? You would think automatically that these two people would recognize each other. It would be just an automatic connection. You, like fairy dust would be all sprinkling around you guys when you meet, right? But I feel like what they're saying with this card is to keep your eyes not peeled and watch for them, but keep your eyes and your heart open like young lovers, like the first, like it's, I can't explain what I'm trying to say. Whenever I see this card, I think about like fairy tales, and I think about the innocence and the purity of young love, like Blue Lagoon. I don't know if any of you ever saw that movie. I actually never saw it, but I remember hearing stories about how it's just such young, innocent, pure love clashing together like the waves clash against the beach. So it's like, it's that energy of that purity and that innocence, and that nothing else matters because all of that's in the past. So none of that matters. It's like you being willing to approach it from that way. I feel like that is your advice. Be willing to approach it from a place of purity and innocence, and don't get too in your head about it when it happens, because like I said, I think because you've both done the work, you're going to know when you meet each other. You're both going to know. But let it grow organically. Let it grow naturally. Don't start acting all Aquarius and trying to figure it out and ask the questions and all that other stuff. Let it flow. Let it flow very naturally, the way it would, like in the fairy tales, the young love, the beautiful chemistry that just blossoms, and you know, the synchronicities and the all of that stuff. Just let it happen. I feel like that's your advice, because it looks like this is going to be it. A long-held dream coming to life. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for all our Aquarius singles who are in this group, who've really gone in and done that work, so much so that their heart is light as a feather. They don't need anybody, but they're ready. If the universe has somebody to bring them, they're ready. Beautiful reading for you guys. Oh wait, we got to do the PS. Okay. For us guys, because I'm in that group too. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our Aquarius singles. I thank you for the absolutely stunning message that you have for them, for us. So now we want the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. Show us the PS as it relates to this group, please. We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS as it relates to this group of Aquarius singles, please? Okay, so this card that, oh, actually you have a group of cards that popped out. Okay, so look, and this is exactly how I'm going to take it. There's some things that we have to leave behind. And this is what I'm talking about with the advice card, right? And I'm going to pull two more for the rest of the PS. But this is your advice card to approach it from a place of purity and innocence, like that first love, that very first time ever, and just watch for the magic. We have to leave behind everything we've ever learned about relationships, because guess what? And this card talked about it. That, you know, you've shed some old skins. You've found a new identity, because you're not the same person that you used to be. So whenever you show up in this relationship, you're not going to show up with those attachments, those mind ideas about what a relationship is supposed to be like, or what's the timeline supposed to be like, or anything like that. You're not going to be bound and restrictive. They're asking you not to, like we did in the past. Like, I expect you to act this way, and if you don't act this way, you're not really it. And, you know, all that stuff that we do to ourselves and we do to others in our lives. They're saying, leave all that behind, and leave behind the feelings of defeat. Whenever they don't act the way that we think they're supposed to act, or whatever that is, whatever those things were that made us feel defeated in other relationships, they're saying, leave all that behind. You've done all this work, right? You've done all this work. So if you feel like you get triggered, and that's what these are, triggers. These would be triggers. They're reminding you that's part of your past. You have left all that behind. You've left all that behind to go find those 2 cups. This is not the 2 of Cups, but it's the same, basically the same message. You've left all of this behind to go find those 2 cups. These are your triggers to watch out for. And so you may have to go back and do a little bit of work with yourself as you navigate through this, because it's going to be different for you. They're moving you into smoother water. This is a time where, you know, you've gone in and done a lot of work, and you've kind of been off the market for a while. So I feel like what they're saying is, with this card, is that this relationship thing, it's going to be kind of scary to get back into, you know, because there's a whole lot of water out there. What if this boat flips over? What if all those swords, all those worries that we had come back? And what Spirit's saying is, no, we're moving you into smoother water with this. So that's why it's important to remember this, and remember that these can be your triggers right here. Those can be our triggers. And you're getting temperance. Okay, so temperance is, sorry. I got excited and kind of swallowed my spit. The temperance card is about reminding yourself to stay balanced. See this balance? Her heart is as light as a feather. Again, not gender specific, because she can stand on this plate of the scale. The other plate of the scale is totally empty, yet it's balanced, because her heart is light as a feather. So what they're saying is remain balanced. Keep one foot in the spirit world and one foot in the physical world so that you can maintain that balance. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget your ability to transmute your own energy, and be patient with yourself and be patient with this as it grows. Leave your expectations at the door because this is going to be something totally new. This is going to be something like you have never in your life dreamed of before. Okay, Aquarius singles, that is your message. Now we're going to move on to those who are dating. And we got the Choose Wisely card, which is, again, the same as the Seven of Cups, which is a lot of options. But in this deck, the energy Choose Wisely is talking about somebody definitely that has a lot of options, but some fears may be in your way. You may have some fears in your way. And we'll find out more about those fears as we pull cards. But, you know, if you're in a situationship, sometimes situationships can cause us to do things and settle for things because we really think that's the person, but they just don't know it yet, right? That's usually a fear on our part, a fear that well, it could be a lot of fears. I'm not going to say too much till I start pulling the cards. But what I do want to say is, with Choose Wisely, I feel like there's a lot of fear here, but I also feel like you have the ability to connect with and align yourself with Spirit in a way that you probably already know what you need to be doing in this situation, and but there's a part of you trying to hang on to control. Okay, so God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly for this group of Aquarius people who are dating, casually dating, or in situationships. Show us clearly what is the oracle message that goes with your message for them on this day. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is the message for this group of Aquarius. Slow down. Slow your roll. Wow. Slow and steady is what it says. And the numbers are 12. So it's the 1 is about creation. The 2 is about feminine energy, right? It's like the divine feminine energy. You can bend and you can create. And the reason you can create is because you can bend a little bit. You're not so staunch that you would just break. Instead, you bend. And that doesn't mean compromise your values. That means kind of go with the flow to some extent. Not, I'm going to let the book tell us what it means. But slow and steady is your message. Okay. So it's 12. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race? This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. Okay, so I feel like it kind of, there's a part of you that thinks, okay, I need to make a decision now because they might not hang around for me if I'm not ready to commit just yet. Or I think I need to make a decision now because, you know, we put these fears in our mind, but it's saying choose wisely. And then there's that light, right? That for me, the light is always about guidance from Spirit, whether it's, you know, whether you speak to God, Creator, Source, the universe, the Holy Spirit, the angels, whoever it is that you speak with, right? It's about waiting on their guidance. It's about slowing down and not letting fear cause you to make a decision, whatever that decision is that you're struggling with. So now we're going to get some tarot on it. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the message that you have for our Aquarius friends who are dating or in situationships. What is your message from the tarot for them? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is your message for our Aquarius friends who are dating or are in situationships. Okay. So this is where they see you. This is the first card I pull is where Spirit sees you. They see you looking at this as whatever this is for you as the relationship. They see you ready to jump in for this two of Cups relationship. They see you ready to commit, ready to give yourself. Even though there's darkness back here, it's like you're trusting this moon, and you're trusting the feelings and the emotions that you're having. But it's like you're ready. You're ready to move forward. So they're wanting to bring you to a place of there's a tug of war going on in here, right? So they're wanting to bring you from being ready, but having some kind of reservation. There's some kind of reservation there. Maybe you're feeling pressured. You're feeling like you need to take a jump or whatever. But what they're saying is there's a tug of war going on, and they want to take you to a place where that is settled. See this one wand, how it sticks up and it's illuminated around there? There's a settledness that they want to bring you to in this situation. So this tug of war needs to stop. That's where they're wanting to bring you to, where you can stop that. And your advice is to leave your old ideas behind, whatever it was in the past that you thought about, or those things that didn't work out in the past. You might have to leave those things behind. Okay, so, and it might be this relationship that you have to leave behind. But slow and steady, right? You may have to go in and do some work. Choose wisely, again, talks about fears, right? It talks about a lot of options and fears. But because this card came out, I feel like it's saying that you're kind of in a hurry to make a decision. You kind of feel like you need to hurry up and make the decision, or else they won't be here when you're ready to make the decision. Or perhaps you feel like you have to hurry up and make a decision is all I keep hearing. You feel like you have to hurry up and make a decision because you feel like this is your person, okay? And I feel like what they're saying is there's still some tug of war going on inside of you about this. And possibly you have some friends telling you this can't be the one, or possibly you have other friends that say you better jump on this because this is the one. This is what you've always been waiting for. But it just could be you in your head, and that's what I really feel like. It's you in your head, Aquarius. That's what we do, right? Get in our head, trying to figure this out. Because look at all the fire, look at all the passion in here. You're passionate about this person. You're passionate about the idea of being with them. But there's something mental going on in there. And I know these don't represent mental. And I know this doesn't represent mental. But I know Aquarius is mental. And I know this is also about emotions. But they're saying choose wisely. This is saying slow down. So when they're saying slow down, I have to know that it's saying something about the mind games we're playing with ourselves. Okay? So they're asking you to slow down. They want to resolve this, and they want to bring you to this place with this one wand in the center where most of the light is, right? They want to bring you to a place where you can be solid in your understanding of what this is, what you want from it, will it provide that, and then move forward possibly. Because if you go forward when you're feeling wonky, things might be rocky for a while. So this right here is saying the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind things that no longer serve you and moving on to your Two of Cups, right? So their advice for you in this situation, I feel like, is because the back of her dress is red, I feel like that is related to old ideas, firm ideas about security and safety and all that stuff that we used to think was necessary for a relationship, or that we, or for our safety for us. I'm going to get clarity on this. What are you moving on from? Because you're moving toward your Two of Cups. Is this the Two of Cups or not? But give me just a second. Okay. They keep saying just slow down, because you've always been one to just jump in. And right now you feel this is it. And you're ready to jump in. And they're just saying slow down. Your Two of Cups is out there. This may be even it, but you need to slow down. Don't do things the way you've always done them. They say there's no need to pull a clarifier. Just don't operate from the same mindset that you have in the past. There's some things that you need to let go of, as far as why you think this is the one, as far as why you think you have to jump in now. They're saying slow down. Don't operate in the same way that you used to operate. Leave those mindsets behind you. Leave those fears behind you. Because again, this is about releasing fears. Okay. I hope I express that the way I'm hearing it and the way I'm feeling it. Yeah, because they're not saying one way or another if this is the one. They're saying you feel like this is the one, so you're ready to jump in. And they're saying hold up, but they're not saying it's not the one. They're just saying slow your roll. Maybe that other person has some work to do. I don't know. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, can you please give us a PS in this message? Show us clearly what is the PS that goes with this message for our Aquarius friends who are dating. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is your message for our Aquarius friends who are dating. What is the PS? There could be so many things going on right here. I keep hearing rebound. So either you or you have jumped into this relationship okay, I feel like you've jumped into this relationship after recently getting out of a relationship where you were hurt. And that's why, and you think, okay, this is the one. And that's why you're ready to jump in. Partly to heal your heart, to get over the last one, and partly because you think, oh, well, no wonder why the other one didn't work out. This is the one, or whatever. I mean, it's not, I don't feel this is a, see this girl holding her hand over her heart? It's like all she wants is for her heart to be full. And it's been broken. And so now she's wanting to hurry up and go fill it up with a different relationship. And that's why this is saying slow and steady, slow down. Again, I don't have any confirmation yet that this is not the one. I do have confirmation this is not the time to jump into a commitment. There's still some things that need to be settled. Remember I said you're all in your head? I didn't have anything up here that said you're all in your head. This says you are all in your head because you're thinking, if I don't jump in, I might lose them. You know, it's fear making you want to just jump in because you've been hurt and this person's willing to be a soft spot for you to land and you're wanting to go jump in there. And so here's all that mind stuff that I was talking about just a while ago, that you have fear, that you it's stuff that you're telling yourself. And yet Spirit's saying, slow down. Because this stuff that's going on in your mind, you're feeling very, you're passionately trying to answer your own questions, right? And Spirit's wanting to stop this tug of war going on within you. Imagine that. Slow and steady wins the race. And here's the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And he's carrying a pentacle. And what that's telling me is you are going to have everything you ever dreamed of if you slow down. I feel like they're saying, you know, obviously they're saying choose wisely, right? But I feel like you're in too much of a hurry to make this be it. And their advice card is to leave other things behind. You are headed toward this Two of Cups that you are ready for, but it's not. But it may not be this person, and it might be. They didn't say one way or another. But what they're saying is it's not the right time. It's definitely not the right time, because you're approaching this the same way that you approached all these other relationships. You're approaching it the exact same way. And they're saying, slow down, leave behind those ways that you used to approach things. And you'll find your Two of Cups. It's there. But I feel like this is a rebound. And you're worried that if you don't make a move right now, they might not be there if you slow down. There's something making you feel like you just really need to jump in there. But they're saying slow down. They said it twice. So that is your message. Slow down. Okay. All right, my Aquarius friends who are dating, thank you for stopping in. Guys, if you're subscribers, I thank you so very, very much. I appreciate the support for this channel. I'm amazed at it. We're gonna move on to couples, but I'm just talking while I'm putting the cards back up. And if you're all the comments, the likes, the shares, all that stuff, it blows my mind. Thank you guys so very much. If you're a passerby, welcome to Spirit Mail. We look forward to seeing you around. Anytime you want to stop in, stop in. Okay, so we're going to go on and talk about our couples, and now Spirit's talking to a group of Aquarians who are coupled up, who are very comfortable in their relationship. No issues. This is a no issues card, right? For me, in this energy, it's no issues. You have no issues. That's who he's talking to, or Spirit. It, he, it, she, however it is that you address it. That's who they're talking to. But there is something going on within you. See this light in here? It's something going on within you that possibly you're wanting to, you're feeling inspired about something, okay? So, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the overall message for, the overall oracle message for our coupled up Aquarians, please. What is the overall oracle message for our coupled up Aquarians? We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, clear and concise messages, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the overall message for our coupled up Aquarians? Cleaning house. Okay, so let's see what that's got to do with. I know that sometimes it's about letting go of mental baggage. I mean, I know it says that in here. But it also talks about decluttering our home, literally decluttering our home. Cleaning house. It's time to clean the clutter to make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? thoughts, memories, emotional baggage. It all must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest. Clean house. Okay, so while there are no issues within the relationship, and I said this makes me feel like you feel inspired. Perhaps you're feeling inspired to go deeper with your person. Perhaps you've had issues in the past that while you have no issues right now, maybe some of those issues kind of play out in your mind sometimes. But there's something calling you deeper within the relationship, and it has to do, I feel, with decluttering, letting something old, let the old stuff go. Again, even though you are where you know where you're in the right place, you have no issues in your life right now, but there is some old stuff I feel like you're being inspired or guided to let go of. Okay, we're going to find out. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us through the tarot cards. What is your message for our coupled up Aquarians? We want to know where you see them now, where you're bringing them, and what is your advice? Show us clearly through these cards. What is your message for the coupled up Aquarians? We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. So where do they see you now? You're in your element. This is you. All the star. Like you fulfill people's wishes. And this is the major arcana of the wish fulfillment card. You transmute energies. You're the ultimate alchemist. You are in your game, right? That's where they see you. Where are they wanting to bring you? To let go of some things. They've got something that they're wanting to bring to you, right? But you're not seeing it because there are some old things that you're still hanging on to. And I feel like it, it could be literal. It could be in the physical space. Maybe it's a good thing to declutter, clean out those junk drawers, stuff like that. But I feel like there's something deeper because this cup right here, this is about fulfillment. This is about emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So I feel like there's like in your world, everything's okay. You and your person aren't having issues. Everything's fine. But Spirit's saying that you're hanging on to something that's old, and they're trying to bring you to a deeper level in your relationship. But you gotta declutter, get rid of some stuff. So your advice is the Ace of Swords. So your advice is to detach yourself emotionally, whatever that old stuff is. And I'm just going to have a real honest conversation with you right now. Like say, for instance, you've been together for quite a long time, and whenever you first got together, something happened, and one of you betrayed the trust of another in whatever way that would be. And while you've overcome it and you're way past it, I feel like there's something that you are still hanging on to. Maybe it's the guilt because you were the one who betrayed the trust, or perhaps it is resentment, deep-seated resentment because they're the one who betrayed the trust. And even though you've walked forward, and like I said, no issues today, no issues right now, you're still hanging on to it. So this is what Spirit's saying. Go back into the matter, whatever it is. Separate yourself from the matter emotionally. This is no emotions. This is cutting through the stuff. Separate yourself from the matter emotionally and then cut it out. Get it out. Release it. It's too old. It means nothing anymore. And Spirit's trying to bring you somewhere deeper. And they cannot do that as long as you're holding on and still visiting these old issues. That was sweet and to the point. I mean, I think it's great because I think it's great because it's like you're at a place, I mean, you're fine in your relationship according to this message. The group of people that Spirit is talking to, you're fine. Everything seems fine, except that, and sometimes this stuff right here that we hold on to, we don't even realize we're holding on to it. But there's some kind of deep-seated something that you're holding on to, and Spirit's saying it's time to get detach yourself from it emotionally and then cut it out of your life, period, and walk in your truth. Walk in the truth and the look at the truth of this card. The truth is whenever that emotion is cut out, whatever that is, whether it's guilt or resentment or whatever, whenever it's cut out, look at the celebration going on in here with the light, and look at these two coming together to the center right there. Those lovebirds, they're not really lovebirds, but they're going to meet up right there. And they're going to be in their truth together in a very beautiful way. I love that card, actually. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, can you please show us the PS for this group of coupled up Aquarians? And let me tell you something, just so you know, this is about you, not your other person. This is about you, just so you know. Even though they see you, right? This is where they see you. You're busy. You've been doing a lot of work, but they're saying there's something else that you need to transmute. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for this group of Aquarians. Show me clearly what is the PS for them. Thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us the PS for the group of coupled up Aquarians. Look, this is you. You know, you have a lot of inner strength. Again, this is how they see you. Aquarius, this is your card. This isn't just your card like Queen of Swords card. This is major arcana. You know who you are. You've done a whole lot of work. And that's probably why they're not being real specific about all this, because they're saying, you already know what it is. Wow. You already know what it is. You have a lot of inner strength. A lot of inner strength. And it's not just about inner strength about you're disciplined and all that. It's about inner strength of it's inner knowing who you are and knowing about the abilities and capabilities that you have, not just as a person, but as a partner, and the effect that you can have on other people around you, the effect that you do have on other people around you. Look, there's the Hierophant. So this is about major commitment. I mean, you're already in a committed relationship, obviously, but this is about a major commitment, and perhaps they're saying if you could let that crap go, maybe y'all could move on and get married, or you need to let that crap go and ask her or him to marry you. This is about commitment, right? This is about long-term traditional type commitment. So this Hierophant's kind of like the marriage card. It's like there's something, a deeper level. That's what I said earlier, a deeper level. But for those of you who are already married, I don't think this means that this is not your reading. I still think this is your reading. But the deeper level of commitment, you can renew vows or whatever. You know, there's some kind of deeper commitment that needs to take place, or that's wanting to take place between you. This is again about letting go of those old mindsets, those old attachments, whatever it is you're hanging on here to. It's causing your relationship to feel bound up. and it's not a big deal. It's whatever it is so not a big deal, because the energy is like you're right where you're supposed to be and you feel good. Everything's great. But there's something old that you're hanging on to, and it's causing you to feel not even it's your subconsciously or there's an underlying energy of being bound up, of stagnation, of no movement. And it's because this stuff needs to be, because you need to declutter and make room for that new flow to come into the relationship. Okay, Aquarius, thank you guys so much for stopping in. I love y'all so much, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Till then, have a super duper day. Bye.